Gentlemen, welcome back to the show and congratulations to all of us. We all won tonight. That's rare. That's a rarity. That's a rarity, isn't it? Ram, Klopp's kids do it again.
Yeah, another win, another couple of really good performances for our kids. Look, this is the first time in a long time I'm starting to really like the academy that we're producing. Like, is Jalen Dans. Obviously, Trey Nyoni had his first made his debut for Liverpool, a 16-year-old. Connor Bradley is always doing his thing. And even players like James McConnell and Bobby Clark are starting to produce some good magic on the football pitch as well. So all in all, really good. Oh, how can I forget Lewis Kumas as well? Scored the first goal. So all in all, a very good game, a very good future. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the FA Cup. So all in all, a great day.
Are you worried about? Are you worried at all about coming to Old Trafford, or is it just game on for you?
It's game on. It's game on. I mean, at some point we're going to face some of the big guns, and I'm not saying that you guys are part of the big guns, but I'm just saying, it's going to be a tough game. And look, we're ready. As in, the team's ready to get one over you as well. So I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a good game.
We're not one of the big guns. Since when were Man United not one of the big guns?
Since this season, and then 2 seasons before that, and then the season before that.
No, I hear you on that. KJ, United tonight, we grabbed the win in the end. I thought it was another tough watch, though.
It's dreadful. Honestly, I've never seen such dross in my flipping life. It's crazy. Like, people used to complain about Ollie and the way that he played football. At least I knew what Ollie was trying to do. Like, I could see what he was trying. It was just not good enough to win major trophies. He was just not good enough. But at least I can see what he's doing. What Ten Hag is doing this year is criminal. It's criminal, especially when you saw the blueprint of something last season. That's what makes it worse. This season is the season I thought that we was going to get last year. And last year, you start to build on that and you think, okay, cool, third place, the Carabao Cup, you're starting to look like you're playing good football. You're happy. But everyone's regressed. I said in the group chat, I was like, guys, when do we just change our opinions on Bruno Fernandes? Because this guy is washed. He's washed. Like, I can't explain it. Well, I can explain it. It's the curse of Man United. But, the regression is so poor. Marcus Rashford, the regression from last season, so poor. Everyone just goes backwards. Casemiro, yes, he won. He got the winner in the end, and fair play. That's the determination that he has for us to win. But he just looked like his legs were gone. Them man were running past him like he wasn't there. And I know it's part of the system, but he was losing duels as well. We lose duels all over the pitch, offensively and defensively. We just lose duels. They can just get through us, cut through us. Onana was our best player today.
KJ, question for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be a weird question, but just answer it honestly.
Yeah.
Do you believe in your boss?
Do I, KJ Milligan, believe in Terry Flewers, the man? Yes, I do believe in Terry Flewers, the man. Yes, I do.
And I have a lot of faith and trust in you. A reason I asked that is I'm not surprised. And I know some people dislike Bruno Fernandes. I know some people dislike Marcus Rashford. So a lot of people that didn't ever like them or rivals that hate them will say, see, I always knew they were rubbish. I get that. It's their argument. You're not going to change their mind. I'm not going to attempt to. But I see the same thing happen to them, whether you think they're as good a quality or lesser quality, as I saw happen to the Martials and the Paul Pogbas, who I believe on technical ability are superior. And that is, whether it's conscious or subconsciously, there is just what are we doing here? What am I doing here? The system. I was listening to Alan Shearer tonight, who he was criticizing Rashford in the first half for coming too short, so you've got to stick to your position. But he did also say, as a striker, with the lack of movement around him, of other people dragging defenders away and creating space, the lack of through balls being played, he went, if I was a striker, I would be frustrated. But when that's happening almost week in, week out to you as attackers, I kind of get it. And I watched Anthony tonight. Just cuts inside, passes it on, or loses the ball. And I just think that as much as I do agree with you, I look at Rashford, I look at Bruno, they just look exhausted, they look tired, nothing is coming off. And I'm not trying to defend them. I do think we've got to get rid of a lot of these players. But I also view it as, am I actually surprised to see these players regress? No, because everybody, better players than them have regressed at this club in the last decade. So I'm just personally not surprised by it, in any way, any shape, or in any form. But at least we're through.
You know what it is for me. As far as why United look so tired. If you watch the game, if you see how often we lose the ball and how much time we actually spend chasing around opposition players, trying to close them down, trying to get the ball back, I don't think we can string together 4 passes without losing the ball. And you always use your most energy chasing and recovering the ball than you do when you're on offense. Everything you can play at your pace. You can kind of try and dictate the play. But because we don't try to dictate the play, everything is super helter-skelter. We need to make something happen right now. Everything is like one touch. The ball is almost lava and you got to get the ball away from you. You end up chasing a game for 9 tenths and you can never dictate your own play. So everybody looks tired. And the older heads like the Casemiros, the Varans, they look way more washed than they actually are to me because we just don't try to control games. That's my problem.
Yeah, it's a massive problem. And people are sitting here, I don't want to say it like that, but people are online on Twitter saying, Ineos just back Ten Hag and it will get back to where we need to, like, just back the manager. But the reason why our players are looking so bad is because the instructions that he's giving them on the pitch. People say the players are down tools. I don't think the players are down tools. No. Not most of them anyway. I genuinely believe they are just doing what they're told to do. But what they've been told to do, it just isn't good. It just isn't good because it's the same stuff week in, week out. If they down tools, 1 week they would be great, 1 week they'll be rubbish, and it'd be so inconsistent. But we're seeing this, the same formulas, the same breakdown of play, the same counterattacks, the same amount of shots being faced every week. How many shots did Nottingham Forest have, Terry? Because I guarantee you it's at least 15.
I will. Do you know what I mean? It was about 12 in the first half. I mean, we were better in the second. Let's have a little guesstimation here. I don't know. I'm gonna go
over 17.
Yeah, I'll go with 18 shots. 16 they had. We had 20 in the end. 16 shots.
We have conceded plus 15 shots in a game way too much this season. We've conceded even over 20. In some games, we've got 20 plus shots against us this season. And no amount of saying this player is a bad egg, this player is this player is that, can hide the fact that this is a constant issue, which then stems from the way we play, which then comes from the manager. Ineos are not looking at this, sitting there and thinking,
yeah. Like, as I said, we're still in it. Even if we win it, my mind isn't going to change. So Jim, he's made it very clear when they said, "Are you basically? What's your thoughts on the manager?" When he comes out and says, "I'm not going to be drawn into conversations about individuals," that is business code for, Geezer's done, bruv. That's business code for that, but they just can't come out and say it. We'll come back to some more United in a bit. Matt's here with us. A better result for you today as a Chelsea fan. Give me your thoughts on the game, bro.
It was a stressful game, man. I mean, hearts were jumping up and down for that second half. And I'll be honest, there's not a lot of positives out of this game for me. I mean, obviously there's some. I mean, Mudryk today was good. I was happy with him. He was okay. His first touch is absolutely horrendous. I still know this guy can do a lot of things, but he still does not have a first touch, which is embarrassing to me. For me, Sanchez told me today that he can never touch this pitch again. Our keeper, I think he's absolutely horrendous. This guy does not have a foot. He can barely save shots, but to me, he just got the job done today. And I think Petrovic needs to come back on this pitch. He needs to hold that bench, same as Gilstreth. That guy, again, is horrendous. He's garbage. I don't think he should be staying any longer. I've been seeing this everywhere. Everyone was DMing this to me on Twitter. And
you do. You look like...
I was doing it for a skit here in New Orleans a couple weeks ago. And a lot of people liked it, so I just kept it. But I've been getting that everywhere in the US.
No, you've got a little Borat look about you, bro. I like it. It's good.
That's what I've been saying. So I've kept it just for for the jokes, but it's funny to me. I love it, so people can call me that. But yeah, Gilstrap, this guy needs to get sold, man. I mean, I don't see much prospect in him. I think today he got absolutely demolished by Daniel James. He got outbodied by Daniel James, outpaced by Daniel James. And for a guy who I assume is a bit stronger, I would assume he should have a bit more body towards that. So for me, he was not a positive today. Malo Gusto as well shows to me why this guy is for me, probably the 6th or 7th best wing back in the league. This guy's absolutely amazing. The skills he has, the crosses he has, amazing to me. So for me, all in all, you had the picture on demand. How did you have the picture on demand?
I'm very good. I'm very good at my job.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. But overall, it was an alright game. We got Leicester next. I'm not going to say be confident about Leicester. I mean, it's still game by game, but Poch still needs to go. Gallagher scored in this game. Couldn't have done it last game when we needed him, but of course, the save is fucking save Poch to score that goal. Pissed me off. But hey, we got the win. Appreciate it. On to the next.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt, do you echo that as a Chelsea fan?
I feel as though that we've given him a bit more time. But I'm just like, right, okay, next one. We've won, great, next game. Like, well, it, as you said on the top 6 show, or at least a couple of shows, there's no consistency with us. So it's almost like, you're starting from the very beginning all over again. And to me, it was squeaky bum time, if I'm honest. We that last goal was literally, let's get it in the net quick, because otherwise we're playing for penalties. It just gave me such trauma from the weekend. I thought, oh God, we're going to go to penalties against Championship Leeds. Whoever, can I just say, I know Matt's here. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to take Brighton's 3rd choice goalkeeper? We'd have been better off with Biscuit Fingers in goal. Like, we would have been better off with Kepa. Honestly, I would have ripped his contract up at the end of that 90 minutes. He was poor. I would say that everybody else was average at best. I thought, against the Championship team, there was times where I thought, which one of us was the Championship team? Which one of us? I'm glad we got the win. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, right, okay, next game. I'm still Poch out at the moment. I mean, I did try and say, look, he's been given the tools by this ownership, but he's not doing himself any favours. And, he keeps on having this loser mentality. He keeps bottling things. So it's just on to the next one. And we've got Brentford at the weekend, so we'll see.
Man, am I the only one that's happy that my team has won? I swear to God, everyone is just.
You got to look at the bigger picture, man. You got to look at the bigger picture, bro.
The bigger picture.
You guys actually all you have is a high because Klopp's leaving. Your young players are playing and coming and scoring goals, and you've got you've just won a cup. So of course, you're just gonna be on a high for the rest of the season because you've got something to weep, but at the same time look forward to. You've got this whole win this for Klopp mentality going on. Who are we winning for? Because our players are winning for us. Our managers aren't good enough. Our players are whack. We ain't smiling for nothing, man. We just
Can I just say you didn't spend £1 billion on yours. Liverpool's actually is potential FC. I mean, look at the players they had. I watched the last couple of minutes. My God, what a talent! What some of those talented players. I was really impressed, actually. Good God. You've got half lost.
Man said, "Good God."
I'm happy with through Ram, and like I've said, with Man United, I've split it in two. This happened to the banking industry when I worked there. I ring fence things, right? I judge if we win a game, I'm happy. I'm judging Ten Hag and should he stay based on performances. That's the way I'm sort of breaking Man United down for the rest of the season. So I'm happy we won. I celebrated the goal, but the difference is it's about how your future's looking. Does that make sense? It's